Hey, it's Pastor Cuneta. Hope you're having a great day. I recently completed my 1,000th trip on UberEats about a week ago, so I figured it'd be a perfect time to just create an honest review of the platform, of what it's like driving UberEats, and what I think about it. So, number one thing, I think UberEats is super awesome for anybody to use, for anybody to utilize to make money on the side or full-time, no matter what it is. If you have a job already or if you want to do it as your main source of income, I think it's a great opportunity. And, of course, it'll vary a little bit where you live. Certain areas will pay a little bit more. You might be a little busier in certain areas. You might get more tips in certain areas. So this is going to vary from city to city, depending on where you drive at. I, personally speaking, I am in the Vancouver, Washington area, which is like 10 minutes north of Portland, Oregon. So I'm just across the river. And it's a pretty good size little city. It's definitely growing a lot more lately. But yeah, I make pretty good money. I'm definitely happy with my experience. I wouldn't have completed 1,000 trips if I didn't like it, obviously. So, like I said, it's just a great opportunity for anybody to make money. Like I said, whether you already work a full-time job or a part-time job, or you're just trying to make some extra money on the weekends, or like I said, if you want to pursue it full-time, there are definitely a lot of strategies you can use in order to maximize your earnings. Not just with UberEats, but also trying out different platforms as well. And I have a few other videos about Grubhub, and I have a DoorDash video, Amazon Flex a little bit, and I'll link to those in the description if you want to check those out as well. But back to UberEats, like I said, it's just a great opportunity for anybody to make extra money. And giving an honest review of it, let's see. Well, how UberEats works, if you're not familiar with it, basically all you do is you have the driver app on your phone once you sign up, and you just go online and you just wait for orders. You can start from wherever, as long as you're in the city boundaries. It'll show you on the map, and you can basically just go online. You can go online from your house if you want to, or you can drive to a busy area and just go online and you just wait for an order. And then as soon as one pops up, you get a notification and it starts making this sound. It starts going off, and you just click to accept it. You tap on it, and then you just start driving to the restaurant. It'll show you, the restaurant where it is, and you just hit navigate, and then it just takes you there like a little GPS. And then you get to the restaurant, you just go inside, show them the phone, pick up the food, put it in an insulated bag. It is definitely one of the best practices, which I'll get to later. And you just basically hit confirm, drive it, and then it'll navigate you to the house. Then you go drop it off, and that's it. And then you make, a certain amount of money based on how far the house is from the restaurant. So that's the primary factor that will determine how much you get paid for the trip. And then, of course, there's tips on the side too. And tips are going to be a lot of the money that you make, not just with UberEats, but with Grubhub and DoorDash as well. And probably a lot of other ones out there. Those are just the major ones in my area. I'm sure there's, I know there's a lot more out there that people use in other parts of the country. Let me know in the comments which ones you have in your area, which ones, especially if you've driven for them, that'd be awesome. But yeah, like I said, it's really, really nice. You just drop off the food, and it's like a little video game almost. It feels like you literally just, hit the little you have a little map here, and you just follow the little route, and you just go pick up and drop it off, and you make money by doing that. It's kind of cool. It almost feels like a game, like I said. So it's pretty nice. It's enjoyable. It's so much freedom involved with it. That is like the number one thing I love about UberEats and just driving these rideshare apps in general, is all the freedom it comes with, because you are literally your own boss. You don't have a boss. You don't have a schedule that somebody made for you. You can literally just drive whenever you want, how long you want, or how little you want too. And if you want to take a week or two off for vacation, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to check with anybody. You just don't have to go drive. That's it. So it's literally just all on your own terms, and you have the freedom to create any kind of schedule you want and make as much money as you want. And that's the cool part about it. Of course, you got to learn the best strategies, like I said, in order to maximize your earnings, in order to make the most money you possibly can. In order to have the best experience you possibly can also. There's definitely I've heard a lot of people having bad experiences, getting frustrated about certain things, but there's definitely, like I said, a lot of things you can do to to minimize the frustration. And for me, like I said, the 1,000 trips I've done, it's been so easy. It's been so laid back and so like less stressful, you know what I mean? I used to work a full-time job in sales, and I really wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with going to monthly meetings half an hour away at 7 in the morning. I wasn't happy with having to hit sales goals and sell this and this and this, or I don't get like any, like basically make that much money at all, pretty much minimum wage. And I just wasn't happy there at all. I wasn't happy with the whole structure of it. And you know, since then, I quit my job over a year ago, and I've been driving rideshare apps pretty much full time as my main source of income. Like I said, I've done Grubhub and DoorDash as well, but focusing on Uber Eats here, it's like I said, it's been so great. It's been a really good experience for me. Just to give you a little idea of how much money I make, I have a video talking about exactly how much I make, which is in the playlist in the description as well. But a little idea, just to give you an idea, each trip I deliver is probably an average of like $5 to $10 for just the payment, the delivery fee alone. On top of that is also tips. So like I said, $5 to $10 on average for you know, an order. It could be anywhere upwards of like $10 to $15 as well, which will happen a lot. It depends how far you drive, like I said, from the restaurant to the house. In some cases it's very, very short. Some cases it's right around the corner, but in some cases you will go clear across town in order to drop off an order, and you'll make a good nice earnings for that order. So like I said, it's about $5 to $10, and then including tips, you know, you can get anywhere a few bucks to like $5 on average for tips. Some people definitely do not tip, which it just sucks. You know, some days you won't get very much tips at all, but on the other hand, some days you might get like $50 in tips. You never know. I had a day where this guy just gave me a $20 bill for no reason, and he wasn't like a wealthy guy at all. It's just some regular guy, and I dropped it off. He was like at a thrift store or something, and he just came out and gave me a $20 bill for dropping his food off. And you never know, like I said, sometimes you'll deliver to really, really wealthy neighborhoods like mansions and stuff, or, you know, you never know, you might get some really good tips, like I said. You know, you just got to stay positive and be optimistic and just be persistent and keep going. And you're gonna have some great days on Uber Eats. You know, the most I made in a day was well over $100, maybe like 120 to like 140 or something like that. And, you know, I wasn't even driving all day long for that either. I usually drive just a few hours a day, and it's pretty laid back, you know. Like I said, you make your own schedule. So if you have other things going on, if you're, you know, trying to develop a business or work towards a different career or learn a new skill or things like that, it's a great opportunity to make money. You know, it's great for, like I said, a lot of people starting businesses. If you're trying to start online businesses, if you're trying to, you know, work towards a certain career and you need a certain skill you need to learn or something like that. Like I said, I just said that, you know, but it's a great opportunity, and it allows you so much free time and so much flexibility in your schedule to where you can, you know, create any kind of life you want to create. And that's what I've been doing for over the past year. I've been trying to grow my YouTube channel, work on creating videos every single day. I've been creating daily videos for over 5 months at this point. So, you know, it's definitely allowed me to make a lot of money and pay my bills and support myself, you know, while working towards my goals, working towards my dreams. So that's, you know, one thing about Uber Eats that I love so much. And like I said, it's the freedom, it's the flexibility. You know, you have potential to make great money. It's just such a laid back platform. It's such a laid back way to make money. And it might seem a little bit, you know, intimidating at first if you're a new driver, if you're thinking about driving. It might seem a little bit intimidating. You might, you know, think just getting out on the road, picking up food for strangers, going to their house, you know, finding apartments and things like that, and a huge maze of apartment complexes and, you know, townhomes and gate codes and all that stuff. It might seem a little intimidating, but I'll tell you, it is so easy once you get into the flow of it, once you kind of develop the routine, develop the habits. It is so easy to get into the flow of making money with Uber Eats. You know, you just get used to it. You just walk inside. It's super easy. You just have a bag, a big insulated bag, which is definitely recommended. Keeps the food hot or cold, keeps it dry. You know, it's just really easier to carry. So you just take the food, throw it in your bag. Sometimes you have to deal with drinks, which is not that bad at all. Just come back to the car, strap it in, and then you just drive and drop it off, and you just make money. You can make great money. I've made like 20, 25 bucks on a single trip before. Like I said, maybe that one I got tipped 20 bucks, I probably made like 30 or 40 bucks on that one. So you can make really, really good money. You have potential to make some great earnings on Uber Eats. And like I said, if you're thinking about driving, if you're thinking about trying it out, I'll put a link in the description so you can sign up. Just hit that link and you'll be ready to go. It's really, really easy. All you have to do is fill out a form. It takes like 3 minutes, and all you need is like a background, or what's it called? All you need is insurance for your car, and your car has to be like 20 years or newer, and you have to be at least 19 years old. And aside from that, that's pretty much it. Just sign up through the link in the description, and you can get started. Like I said, just try it out. Just get out there. Just pick a day and be like, hey, I'm gonna go drive this day. Pick a Saturday or Thursday evening, or whatever time works the best for you. Literally, just pick a time and just go online and try it out. It's super, super easy. Like I said, I have a lot of other videos to help you out as well. If you want to learn about, some good strategies, if you want to learn about the best way to maximize your earnings, if you want to learn about, anything, I have other tips and tricks and stuff like that in my other videos as well. Watch other YouTube videos too. There's nothing wrong with that. Just do a little bit of research, because there's a lot of information out there, and a lot of information. If you knew this information, you could maximize your earnings so much more. Because like I said, I've seen people have bad experiences, and I've seen people have great experiences like myself. And the difference is as long as you're doing the best you can to maximize those trips, and maximize those earnings. And I'll talk a little bit about some best practices here too, since this is going to be like a full in-depth review. And one thing is important to know is the time of day you're driving. Of course, think about it. A lot of it's common sense too. Just driving around lunchtime or driving around dinner time. Those are going to be the peak times for orders and the peak times for making deliveries. Lunchtime would be around like anywhere from between like 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. That's when a lot of people are on lunch from work, from whatever, and you can make a lot of lunchtime deliveries doing that. I do a lot of office buildings and stuff around that time, around the mall here in Vancouver. A lot of office buildings, or people at work, or just people working at little shops and stuff, or just people at home too. All kinds of orders like that. But it does get pretty busy around lunchtime, and on the weekends too as well. A lot of people on Sunday morning will like to stay in with their family and order some sherries, or order some kind of breakfast or something. So lunchtime is great. And then of course dinner time, and that'll be it usually picks up around 6 o'clock. It does get a little bit slow between 4 or 5 and 6, maybe 3 o'clock too. But typically it'll pick up around 6, 7, 8, and then it'll just go from there. And then that's when you get the really big orders. So people do family dinners and stuff like that. And typically those ones will have a lot more tips. If you have like a huge $100 order that somebody paid for, they don't mind throwing in like 5 or 10 bucks on top for you for having to carry that and wait for that whole thing for them. So it's, opportunity for a lot more tips. And don't get me wrong, you can still drive all day if you want to. You can drive in the middle of the day, you can drive between lunch and dinner, and you have potential to make great money still. But those are just, the regular peak times. A lot of times, that's what I drive. And a lot of times, sometimes I just drive dinner. I drive in the evenings and that's it. Sometimes I will do the morning and the evening. It depends on really, like I said, how much money you need to make, how much you want to save up, how much, like I said, you can do it as much as you want. So I know I rambled quite a bit in this video, but yeah, this has been an honest review of Uber Eats. I think it's great. Like I said, for anybody, it's a great way to make money on the side or full time, whatever you want to do with it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope this video can help you out. Like I said, I got other videos in the description all about Uber Eats and other rideshare apps if you want to check that out. If you do want to try out driving with Grub or Uber Eats, hit the link in the description and sign up. I definitely encourage you to do that. Like I said, for whatever your situation, it's great to have it. If you want to put it down for a month and then never drive, and then all of a sudden you need to make an extra 200 bucks this week, and like out of nowhere, if you have an emergency or something, you can just go online and just go out there and make that money, and you can literally transfer it to your account every single day. Like there's no wait time to it. I literally drive and then cash out whatever I made that day, go straight to my account for like a 50-cent charge. So it's awesome. So like I said, try it out. I strongly encourage you. Let me know in the comments if you already are driving or what your experiences have been so far. Let me know if you have any questions. I would be happy to answer those. I respond to like pretty much every single comment I get, so feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Like I said, let me know any other questions you guys have or comments down below. Don't forget to check out the description. Reach out to me on Instagram as well with any other questions or comments you guys have. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Got plenty more coming soon. Your mind is much more powerful than you think. Have a great day. Peace.